Bada bada bastu. Hello everybody, welcome to the MCN. What's that all about starting off? Some people will know, some won't. And I'm not going to explain why. So we're kicking off with a bit of art for the MCN today. So this is done by, I'm not even going to pronounce the name correctly, so I'm just going to put a link in the description to check out. Some people might have seen this on eggs.com, where you can see this Deathless She-Hulk. I don't think this is a concept art officially for Marvel Contest of Champions. I think it's done as like a fan appreciation type thing. It's pretty incredible. It's pretty good. And yeah, go and check it out. Next up, and Kabam help out players. Sometimes. So this player, Manbath, said Manbatten. I read that wrong. I don't know why. It's early. Coffee hasn't kicked in yet. Manbatten. Where does Manbath? Manbath. Conquering elevated water levels in a tub. Man bath. Like Batman, but the other way around. Anyway. Yeah, so this person, they seem to have like, they purchased something once and went to the summoner's market and got it there. A few hours later, they got charged for both, like a double charge type thing. But yeah, Kabam are hopefully sorted this player out with stuff. So if you do have any kind of like issues in game when it comes to like buying things, make sure to send a support ticket to Kabam, contact Kabam, and hopefully you can get sorted out like Manbath was. No, Manbutton. Now let's have a quick drop into how the MCOC PC version is going. It's still early days. We've seen that Kabam are looking to put out onto Steam the game. There was somebody like in the Discord that was like, why would new players want to play this game? But then he follows up to say, but there are other games, there are better games to play on PC. It's like, I'm in this community, but I don't recommend playing this game. Why are you still playing it then? People be strange. But what aren't strange, or isn't strange, is MCOC feedback on the PC version, and make sure to give feedback. You know, Kabam need to make some changes. There are a few things that need to be addressed, and one in particular thing that's being addressed and being sorted out is that, just that you know, we've pushed a hotfix for the lighting and brightness issues, and yeah, so that's going to be sorted out, so that's good. Yeah, so I don't know how it's going to be. Someone's saying that they got like another issue that's been 9 years in development. Anyway, there's it's good when you see this. Game looks way better now. Love the responsiveness when intercepting on a push on a button. No, see, there's good things that come out from this this new version for the people that want to enjoy it in a different way than say the mobile version. I still recommend the mobile version. It's handy if you're kind of on the go, like if you kind of like on your lunch break at work, school, whatever. But also if you're out and about or kind of like watching a movie, you're like, I'll just bring the PC downstairs and watch a movie with you, like go like making all those kind of like key noises. So yes. There also looks to be a Battlegrounds Redemption Arc objective event thing coming in, which you can see right here. I don't know if I think we've seen something similar to this before, that it wasn't as spicier. It may not be as like I think it was like we had like a Falcon one. Maybe at the start of the year, was it with the Captain America film, Cat Wilson one? I think there was. If not, there's definitely been one in the past, like similar to the Redemption Arc. As part of the Redemption Arc, you're going to see things like trophy tokens, shuffle signets, victory shields, Cavalier Thunderbolt crystals. So this isn't something that's going to be overly spicy. It's just going to be an event. The solo event and objectives are arriving for the next pre-season, so it's more of like a pre-season kind of like bridging thing. So yeah, don't expect it to be super spicy. It's a thing, and it's not something I'm going to make a separate video on to go here, because it's not. But there are some helpful or interesting things that you might want to pick up. So you may be interested to do pre-season based stuff, possibly. Let's now talk about cheating in Battlegrounds. There's a bit of a difference of opinion on the volume and frequency of cheating within Battlegrounds as a mode. I've had some people say to me this is because of the PC version. I've had other people say it's because of Radiance. Now, Radiance was announced and was launched, or we knew that it was kind of like a thing that you could chase in Battlegrounds prior to the PC version being a thing. You've also got the PC version launching, what was it, last week, the 15th of May. Now, of course, the Battlegrounds season launched prior to the PC version being launched. We're actually entering into our final week, so it's like 3 weeks plus this week. Well, actually, more time has been doing the Battlegrounds season for Radiance that we knew of than, of course, the other. So it's difficult to kind of like pinpoint data and stuff. There's also easy anti-cheat, which is on the PC version, which we still don't know what its capabilities are or is. If we're looking at it from our point of view of like easy anti-cheat has been active on the PC version for the last, what, 7 days? Like, not even, was it a week? No, it's 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks this week with it. Then you're like, has it made an impact? Well, you don't know. We just don't know. But there was the ban wave. We talked about the ban wave a little while ago. We're going to showcase some of that discussion and how people jumped up. And there's a really great point from somebody in the community that I do want to bring into it. But it's surprising, isn't it, to go, okay, well, there's questionable fights. We've talked about questionable fights, and everybody is we've gone back to the situation again where everybody in the community is not trusting anybody's skill level, but also questioning fights as well. I personally like this, things like this should be come under instant automatic ban. How Kabam looking to put into a system that is able to detect and suppress and instant ban those people using cheats is something that, we're 2 years in and it hasn't been established yet. A lot of video games are struggling. If anybody plays Call of Duty Warzone, you'll know that Ricochet is struggling to instant ban these people. The same thing I think the same thing with Fortnite. Fortnite struggles as well with this, but there are also other games that struggle to instant ban people. PUBG, no, not PUBG Mobile, but PUBG in general, PUBG Battlegrounds. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, that's still struggling to instant ban people based on cheating. You know, the detection systems within some of the anti-cheat programs are just not sufficient nowadays. It's a problem across all gaming at the moment, and I don't think, if you think a mobile game is going to be able to do, well, wish Kabam well, we're finding a way to kind of detect this better, but yeah, not good. We are at this point in the game and playing where everybody is suspecting everybody. I mean, there's a good point right here. This falls into the zone of what could be subtle cheating. Somebody pointing out recently that there are lots of matches like this now. They aren't blatantly obvious problem matches, but they also seem pretty unlikely. Eventually, the cheaters who don't want to be banned were going to realize it's better to win by smaller margins with realistic matchups than throwing out a 4-star and putting up 52.5k of damage. And yeah, there's like there's the difficulty with everybody's like going, are they cheating? I don't know. And they're kind of questioning the whole kind of MCOC existence by going, should this be possible? Should this not be possible? The thing that scares me is this right here, this point by Totem. The fact that a ban wave causes this much impact on the tiers just shows how many cheaters were there. And that's a really scary kind of like observation that this is a more prevalent thing. And as we said, this is, yes, this could be like, well, this was 5 days after the release of the PC version, but a lot of those particular accounts would have been established themselves climbing up Gladiator Circuit prior to it. I'm not saying there isn't, and I'm not saying there is a correlation between the PC version being launched as to cheats, but at least they were kind of like banned. Yes, the people that got stomped on by cheaters, that ain't good. But we still don't know the sufficient data to go, hey, this is what it is. This is definitely associated with the PC version. There's just not that data yet. And I think that it would get worse once the game's on Steam versus how it is now via the launcher. But we're still early days. It is still early days, so we need more data. And also finding out how easy anti-cheat is factoring into detecting these players that cheat and punishing them, because that's something as well. And Radiance, the impact of Radiance, that's another key variable as well. Anyway, onto the subject of the crystal cleanup, right? The crystal cleanup is something that we talked about in a video on, I think it was Saturday. And it was such an interesting kind of bit of coverage, and there was a bit of an update since then. So the cleaning up and opening up all your outdated crystals is something that is going ahead, and I'm not sure it has already been done. It always says over the next few weeks, sorry. So it will be coming. All these crystals here, which I think we estimate as 256 various different crystal types, are being opened. Very weird, because as we said, Kabam are putting in, as part of some Steam wishlist things, which I don't have the image. Do I have the image? Yes, I do. Are opening up some crystals that you kind of go, shouldn't really be factoring into the ones in the outdated, but it's probably not. I'm not going to go and try and find them, but they could be there. They might not be with that. Anyway, bit of a further update, because this was a big topic that came out from that Saturday video. What about the impact into the realm event? You know, the crystal realm event that we had. We had to open up some crystals, and yeah, like I know that some people were going like, oh well, Brian's sacrifice for our community to get the points in order to get the crystal. I feel sorry for Brian, because then it's like it kind of feels like people held back on the crystals, and very much like, as you can see here, the response to that was Karate Mark said the crystal open. We reached the quota back then, right? The crystal opening quota was not close to being met during that event, and we definitely saw evidence of somebody holding on to 100,000 crystals. Now, I'm not saying there's a ton of people that didn't open crystals that could have helped out that, and of course maybe holding them back for their own particular reasons, but now those crystals that they may have held on to are now going to be forced opened. And that could have been the crystals. It could have been like about 1 billion crystals that were still unopened. Granted, some people won't be stop playing the game, so coming back to it going, oh, Marvel Contest of Champions, asking me 5 years after I haven't played the game, want to open I do a Crystal Realm event, they probably have no clue. Anyway, yeah, it's just a bit of a crazy time, isn't it? With that particular thread, when I recorded my video, it was on Thursday, so the video was posted on Saturday. It's kind of like gone like a bit of a twist, and a weird twist in a way that I'm kind of glad I stopped covering that at a certain point, because people falling out, always annoying when that happens, but it is what it is when people have very strong opinions on matters. And we're going to end the show there on a Monday. Hope you enjoyed it. Lots of different weird and kooky things, and also important things within the MCOC community to mention. Hope you have a lovely day. It's a bank holiday in the UK, so I'm going to try and get a bit of hopefully some free time, but then I kind of want to do some MCOC videos on some stuff like updated auto block evade and miss counters guides, but we'll see how the time goes and what happens. So yeah, thanks for watching. Check out some other content, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.